Well, pitter patter, let's get the fuck at her. It's Joe the Bull Guy, and welcome to the bullpen. We have Nicole over here. As you can see, Jimbo's not here tonight. Okay. Yeah, I'm adjusting my camera. Don't fucking judge me. Don't come for me. Jimbo's not here tonight. Okay. So he has some family stuff that he's doing, which is cool. No problem. Jen's still out sick for right now, and we're going from there. So we were going to do the JFK, RFK, and MLK talk tonight, but I know Jimbo really loves the conspiracy theories, and I
Loves
know he really loves the. Hey, Bree, how you doing? And I know that he really loves JFK. So, like, I don't want to take that away from him, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of fun. Tonight we'll pull
We're
the
gonna
winner.
postpone that one.
Yeah, we'll do it on Monday. That's all. We'll do it on Monday. So what we're gonna do tonight, we're just going to have a talk, just kind of see how everybody's doing, see how a week's been going. We're going to pull the winner from the board for TikTok for the highest gifter. Let's go. Nicole can even pull hers if she wants. We could do them both on here.
Oh, I'm not ready to pull mine.
Okay, no worries.
But we can do yours for sure.
We'll do mine for sure.
Don't you have some really good news too that's coming up?
I do have some really good news. So yeah, I was going to ask you how your week was, but I will. I'll go first then, I guess. Well, let's do this. How was your week? We'll put my stuff off to the side. How was your week?
My week was good. It was just kind of like the same, but it was good. Ski club was canceled tonight, so I'm a little bummed out by that. That was something I was looking forward to, and they canceled because of the weather, because it got really crappy here, and the bus drivers or whatever. So that was canceled. That was something that was really had scheduled for this whole week, and then it was supposed to be today. And Kennedy was even bummed a little bit, my daughter. But we're gonna make through it, and they're gonna make it up next time.
Was there a lot of snow or anything?
Well, it was rainy all day, so then we kind of lost the snow, and then it turned into snow later after they had already canceled it prior. So I mean, we could have maybe went later and like stalled, but it just didn't work out in our favor, but that's okay.
I was gonna say these fucking kids these days and these bus drivers, shit.
Yeah.
My bus driver used to strap chains to the goddamn tire and drive this shit. Like,
no way.
Oh yeah, no. When we were in Connecticut, there was it was we called it the Great Storm because we got 2 weeks off of school, right? But it was like 94. It was like this horrible shit storm that like dumped like 4 or 5 feet on us. And I remember waiting for the bus, and like I was wet up to my knees. Like it was terrible. But that, needless to say, this generation's getting a little soft. I'm saying it. I said it.
Yeah. So many things have changed, like within the schools, and like what is allowed, what is not allowed. Oh, I'm gonna sue. All right, like just crazy stuff off the wall,
Well, I told you.
More.
I told you, Anthony, one of the kids in Anthony's class thinks he's a cat, right?
No. Oh, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. They think they're animals. Kenny was telling me about it. There's like a VR chat group, like within VR, and they all think they're animals. With like,
look, I am not, and I'm not one to knock somebody for wanting to do what makes them happy, right?
Right.
Like,
me either.
What are you going to do? You're going to go piss in a litter box in the back of the classroom? Like, are you serious? Hi. I mean, I know that I make the Leon the Kitten like the fur. Exactly, Morgan. Exactly. What up, G? You didn't miss anything. We just we're talking about we're just talking about our weeks right now. You didn't miss anything. We're what you did miss is Jimbo's not here tonight. He has some family commitments, and we're moving RFK, JFK, and MLK to Monday. And then we're gonna talk about some stuff. Wow, like
not just cats, Morgan. They also think they're bears and dogs,
all sorts of shit.
Turtles. Or not turtles, because there's no fur turtle, but whatever has fur.
Well, that's not true, because think about it this way, right? They're called furries, but they're animal stuff. So out here, there's a huge convention in Pittsburgh. Let me tell you about this fucking stupidity. So, excuse my language, because apparently I curse too much. Fucking who told me that one? But anyway,
if you want to be a furry, that's very cool. We're kind of
no one's knocking you.
Nobody's knocking you. We love furries.
No, well, she said that. I'm just.
I love.
I'm just saying she likes cat ears. No, but no, my thing with this is this. You do whatever makes you fucking happy. Who the fuck am I to stand in your way? That is my
Right.
first and foremost thing. I don't give a shit. If you say you like to stand outside, piss on a tree, and howl at the moon, by all means fucking do it. Because who remembers college? I do.
Did you see Morgan's comment?
Furry turtle emphasis on the coochie. Turtle in a half shell, turtle pals.
I might have messed up with the turtles, but anything that's furry, I meant to say.
The thing
The
though,
turtle,
there's a
do you have hair?
no, but they still dress up like it. So there's a
Oh, okay.
furry convention here in Pittsburgh. Like it's
Okay.
huge. It's fucking
Right.
huge. Like
But
they
if
have
it's furry,
the biggest arena.
can the turtles still come in?
I don't know. I saw a turtle walk in
Maybe
there.
it's animals, all animals. And
I
they just
think
call
it's
it
just the
furries.
term for the suit that they wear. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably. The
But I mean,
skin.
I've never seen a hairy turtle.
No.
I mean,
Me
but
either. I
that's
messed that one up, guys.
but that you're right. You're right, Morgan. It's a hairy snapper, ain't it? I said
there
it.
you go.
I went to the low hanging fruit. I did.
That's my husband when he's drunk.
But that's
Oh, man.
I know you fucking lie. That's my husband when he drinks. What?
if it's
Pissing on a tree and howling at the moon,
Fury.
or in a half shell? I'm just asking. But no, in reality though, there's this huge event and it's fucking insane. Maybe I'll go to it this year and I'll do a podcast from
You
it. And I'll just
should.
oh fuck! I try to avoid that.
Do it from the furries POV, point of view. Let's go.
I'm not getting in a costume. You out your
Guys,
fucking
let's do
ever.
it.
You listen. I'd go to
I'll
this
use some
thing like Winnie
spandex
the
and some cat ears, and you're good to go with that furry beard you
Bro.
got going
No,
on.
no, no, no. I would go as Winnie the Pooh. I'd go as Winnie the
Hairball
fucking
snap
Pooh. Nah, Winnie the Pooh. I'd walk in. I'd be like, "Can I put my face in your honey?"
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay,
just
I see that one.
right. Oh, look, it's a pot. I got stuck. Yeah, the pissing and howling to me. I figured. No, but so my week was a little interesting. It was a little fucking weird. A lot of cool
But
shit.
exciting. You do have exciting news that came this week.
100%. I have a lot of exciting news.
Yes.
Before I drop that little nugget of information, because I want to hold that as like a teaser. I want you to stay with
Sorry, guys.
stay with
I'm
me.
always jumping on the
No. You're good. No. I want to celebrate it, and we will. But I want to talk about. I went and drove Uber this week. Because I have to make extra money and stuff like that. I think it's high time me and my job we separate. Not with love. It looks like it's going to be a little bit ignorant of a separation, but that's okay. I won't get child support or alimony, but it feels like a marriage. Gave it 5 years. I gave it all this fucking pricks. Anyway, no, but in reality, work is work. But I got an Uber and I was driving this kid and he got in the car. And let me tell you, when I say he smelled like two Rastafarians slap boxing in an elevator, it was an understatement. This kid smelled like the dankest bud you have ever smelled in your life. And I'm like, what? And he's in an Uber, right? Like, and I'm like, I'm getting a contact high, right? Like I'm sitting in the front seat like, oh, wow, what the fuck? Like, huh?
Wow, that much? It was that much? Wow.
Right. And for me to say
you don't really smell dank like that anymore now that this
well, I don't know. You do if you still get it from the guy behind the corner shop. But anyway, like I mean, I'm not speaking from experience or anything.
Right.
No, but actually, it's funny. When we were kids and we had to do that, and I know this is going to go into a little bit of a gray area here, but when we were kids and we had to go buy drugs, right? And we had to go buy illicit substances that we're not allowed to talk about. We had to go to some guy named like Reggie behind the fucking Toot and Scoot, right? Like you had to meet in a fucking parking lot and like dark as shit. You roll up. You haven't even done anything yet, and you're like, "Is that the cops? Is it the cop? Like, holy shit! It's a Honda Civic, bro. Calm down, dude. I'm just freaking out, man. I'm just freaking. We got to get the fuck out of here. Like you panicked. Nowadays, these fucking people, they walk into a goddamn store. They just fucking, hey, you know what? We're gonna take the The White Widow, please, from 1995. Oh, it was a very good year for White. Like, fuck out
You
of
sound
here.
like a wine cous whatever they're called.
Connoisseur. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying,
connoisseur.
man. My guy was Dougie. That
Yeah,
guy, but
Dougie.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was almost like I don't know if it was the thrill of going to do it, or like I don't know if I could
Right.
walk into a like when I walked into Amsterdam into a store to go like the dispensaries and actually go buy some shit. Well, they called it coffee shops, right? But like I walked in and they're like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, I'll take 2 of those, 3 of these, 5, 6, 7. I'll take this." And I just threw it in a bag, gave them the euros, and ran the fuck out of there back to the hotel room. And I'm sitting there like, what do I do? And then I look up and it was like an epiphany moment, right? Like, the little light bulb went off, like Nicholas Tesla, his coil. And I looked at it and the sign says, "You are allowed to smoke in the room." And I went, bet.
What? No way. What
No,
hotel can you smoke in? Not here in the
Amsterdam,
US.
Amsterdam, fucking
Oh, nice.
Amsterdam. Although in Colorado, you can pay for the high fly times, is what it's called. So you fly into the airport, you get into a limo, and they have them
Drive you
rolled
around.
up in the
Oh, they
back.
had one of those at the dispensary around here. You could sit in it and you could just, if you didn't want to, drive around, they would drive you. They drive
They
you
would
around. You're
drive you
smoking it
around,
all day.
right? And
I'm
this
like,
thing,
what? When did they come up with these?
well, it's a great idea. I mean, they had
It
the
is a good
beer
idea,
buses.
No smoke and drive, guys. No smoke and drive.
Right. No, do shit. I have a fridge full of mason jars. Facts, G. What is this? I'm in Alabama. That would
Oh, it's
never
not. It's
happen.
not legalized.
No, probably not there. We should have realized it was good anxiety and stress after picking up. We made it home and stressed the whole way. I know, right? Like
Exactly.
you were on edge the whole time. And then that first initial, and I'm not, listen, first and foremost, before we go any further into this, just as a disclaimer, no one here is advocating for anything that is not legal. No one is advocating that you should do any of this shit. But let me tell you, when I was a kid, it was a lot of fun to do shit that you weren't supposed to do. But it was almost like the thrill, the rush of it. And then you got home and then you're like, okay, we can relax. And then you watched it, or you did that and you watched a movie, ate a bunch of shit.
Or you couldn't relax because you were scared your mom was come in, so you put a towel underneath your door, and then that's why.
You and I lived in different
Oh
homes.
yeah.
My parents, look. So for the longest time, I thought my parents had no idea what this shit smelled like. Right, like
Right.
stupid. I was dumb. These idiots went to fucking
exactly.
Woodstock, the first one. Right, they knew damn well what the hell was going on. I was the fool, not them. So I'll never forget it. My sister was pissed with me one day. And she goes through my room, and then she goes and tells my mom. And my
That's
mom,
what the bounce sheets, Morgan. Come on, stop playing. I did.
what is it?
I did that too. Where you put, you have to put the dryer sheets in and you blow into it.
Right.
And
Oh,
it
the
comes out
breeze
smelling
tube.
fresh.
I was allowed to do it. Oh, there you go.
I
Yeah, the
wasn't.
breeze tubes. That listen,
Even
and
though
then
my dad was smoking up a storm in the basement.
so you would stuff this bastard with all those dryer sheets and then take another one and put it over top. Now, if you were smart, which I was later on in life, not in the beginning, I put another one on where my mouth went.
Yeah.
I have a beard, right? So if I put it up to it, it doesn't seal it. With that extra dryer sheet, anything that leaked out smelled good. How about that?
Nice. But did you ever notice there was like a weird taste, like in your mouth when you would do that technique?
I mean, only when I play Charisse on Saturday nights behind the convention center. But no. $20 is $20.
Right?
But no, you're right. A lot of the stuff that's in dryer sheets is animal fat. So
No way. Oh, they say the animal fat BTL is really good for you.
So it gives you that weird little taste. Gee, you are 100% right. That's what she said.
Yes.
It tastes funny in her mouth, right? What are you talking about?
No, not sticking in your mouth, but like I don't know. I just
when
feel
you press your lips
the
up
way
to
he
it.
was describing it would be on your lips, and if you licked your lips, and you just have the taste that I never went through that extra step where you put it over the toilet paper. I just stuck it in there, but yeah.
I'm just gonna drink my bourbon,
and then you would lick your lips. I'm just saying.
I mean,
maybe no one else.
there's a lot of jokes that I want to say right now, but I'm not going to, about lips and licking, and we're just going to leave it at that. No, we don't need the low hanging fruit. But anyway, um, speaking of low hanging fruit, which is going to make me sound like an asshole, but that's okay. It is what it is. So I was driving Uber, right, and this guy
Right.
gets in with this dang shit. And not to mention the nasty swishers where you had to rip off the little back end papers, Bree.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
Black them
remember that.
out. I
Oh, look at this. Here you go. Nicole, you're amazing. She is
Oh,
amazing.
thank you, Marion.
So are you, bud. But yeah, so he gets in the car. We're driving down, and I'm sober as a jaybird, right? I'm driving. I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot. But I smell this shit, and this kid's eyes are like all over the place. Like, bruh, like I could have blinded him with fucking dental floss, okay? Like he goes, bruh, we're stopping at the gas station first, right? And I'm like, did you add it as a stop? He goes, well, I'm not kidding. Like that, he did that for a minute straight. I thought he fell asleep, right? I'm
Oh
like,
my
bud,
gosh.
you awake? Am I stopping or what? He goes, hold on a second, puts it in, right?
Yes, at least he called an
So-
Uber. Exactly, Brianna.
Well, I mean, yeah, he did. He was being smart about it. I mean, he did say he lost his car because of like the 9th DUI, but it is what it is. So, right? I mean, did he really learn, or did the law tell him you can't drive? I don't know. Either way, we come up to this traffic light, and I mean, he's still like, out. Here's the reservation. He's over there.
Right.
And I don't see this, right? Because it's below the bumper of the car. And he goes, dude, look at this garden gnome. It looks so lifelike. So I'm like, what? We're in the middle of the fucking city. Who has this is what's going in my head. Right. This is what's going in my head. Who the fuck has a garden gnome in the middle of the city, right? So I look over.
Gnome freak.
It's not a garden gnome. It was not. It was a little person who had a beard, who had a pointed hood on, like he had his hoodie up, so it pointed up, and he put his knees into his hoodie to stay warm, and he was rocking back and forth.
No, he thought it was an actual gnome. I thought
swear,
he meant like a sticker or something.
No, I swear to Jesus, he thought it was a legit gnome. So I look over and I'm like,
I have a million, G.
Like I literally said he was an asshole.
I
was like,
gnomes.
Dude. And then I sat there and thought about it. I'm like, I wonder if this guy's name is David. David the Gnome. You remember David the Gnome when we were a kid? That was a great kid. Nickelodeon. He rode a fox. It was a gnome with a red hat, blue shirt. Rode a fox.
I think so. I think
right?
so.
So there was that ride. That was the first ride.
It sounds like more like a trip. Exactly, Brant.
So we did that one. The next ride I pick up was these. Yo, why does that not surprise me? Here's the fun fact, G, and you'll like this too. Go to Amazon, and I don't know how YouTube is about this, but go to Amazon. I was going to buy these. Even though I don't have a yard, I was going to buy these. They're tactical garden gnomes. They have it. Yeah, they have AR-15s. They have all sorts of shit in their hand. They're like garden gnomes, but like military style, right?
Okay, gotcha.
Like the one's got ripped sleeves. The hat's off to the side. He's got
they're like a G.I. Joe, but
right, garden gnome, like G.I. Joe and a garden gnome, like, and had a love child, and that was what happened. But it was fucking priceless, let me tell you. So the second trip was this foreign family that got in a car, which was fine. And we're sitting there. I'm not listening to what they're doing. I'm tuning myself out. I'm just driving where the GPS goes. We get to the stop. Now, I got to give them, this was kind of ingenious, but it kind of wasn't. They had a two-part stop. So I dropped them off at their actual destination, which was the middle stop, and they canceled the ride. So I'm sitting out in the parking lot like a jackass waiting for this. And they come in the car and sit down, and the ride's canceled. And I go get out of the car. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because you canceled the ride. I'm not getting paid for this. Get out of my car. Well, you have to take us home. I said, I don't have to do anything. You have to call another Uber. I have to go. And they're like, we'll give you money. And I'm like, I can't do that. That's against policy. I'm not allowed to take money like that. That's, it's not safe for the driver. It's not safe for you, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
They're like, well, how are we going to get home? We have to get home. So I'm looking at him and I'm like, I'll drive you home. I drive them home. Not to mention, did my car reek of whatever food they fucking picked up? And I mean bad. Like I drove with the windows for 35 minutes and I like a lot of nasty food. What's up, Nathan? How you doing? But when they got to get out, they handed me money and they said, "Here, please take this."
Oh, so they felt bad.
Listen, no,
Was
it
it
was
fake?
it was the little kid that gave it to me. It was 50 cents rolled up into $1. That was a 45-minute drive back to their house.
Wow, that's some bogus shit.
So I notified Uber and I'm saying, what am I supposed to do? They're like, well, we'll charge them.
Right. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So what
Never
happens?
going
So what
fine.
happens to me then? Right? Like, do I get paid for the no, you don't.
You just waste all that gas, waste like wear
All
and
of it.
tear on your
Now,
vehicle.
but here's the problem. They had a little baby with them. I couldn't fucking do it. Nathan, what were we talking about? We're just talking about our week, some Uber rides, some stuff like that. Monday, we had a podcast scheduled for tonight for MLK, RFK, and JFK conspiracy theories, the freaky sides of them. But Jimbo, who's not here tonight because of family stuff, we're going to go ahead and pick that up on Monday. So we're just kind of closing out the week, kind of hanging out for a little bit, rocking out with our cock out kind of thing. And then we're going to roll through. So that was the second ride. So I was pretty pissed at this point, right?
Right.
So I'm like, okay, fine. So then I go and pick up this guy, and the guy looks at me and he keeps fucking staring at me, and I'm driving.
Right.
And I look back, I'm like, dude, can I help you? And he's like, Habibi. And I went, what? I'm not your baby. And he goes, no, Habibi, right? So I'm like, are you speaking Arabic to me? I'm not Arabic. I'm Italian. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry. English. I'll speak English to you.
I mean, I guess you kind of look a little foreign.
Well,
maybe a little bit. I don't know. No.
Now, before I answer what the fuck I'm about or say what I'm about to say, did you really just call me Muslim?
No, I said I could see why some. I mean, some of them are dark complected with long beards and stuff, so it's possible.
I look more Greek
I know you're
or
Italian.
Spanish and Italian than I look like. It's okay, but I do make mean falafel. Anyway, the point of the matter, I really do. No, but it was just interesting. But then, so he goes, okay, my friend. I have a question for you, and I go, yeah, what's up, bud?
Thank you, Grant.
And he goes, I fucking know you. That's what he says to me. I'm like, I don't know you. He goes, no, Habibi. And I said, I don't understand what you're calling me. Right. And then I found out what Habibi means. I wasn't insulted about it, but it's like my friend, right? So he goes, I know you. I said, you don't know me. He goes, no, I know you. You on the phone that you're on the phone, and he's holding his phone. And I'm like,
on the phone.
I'm like, for fuck's sake, please don't say what I think. He goes, you on the TikTok. And I went, what? And meanwhile, I have my shirt on, right? Like I can't even deny this shit. Right. And he goes, no, this is you on the TikTok. And I'm like,
he really called it the TikTok.
I'm like, man, that ain't me. That's just some fat guy that looks like me. And he goes, no, I know you. Pitter patter, let's get at her. And I'm like, fuck. Now people around me know what I do. And he goes, it's okay. I saw you at stand-up. That's where I know you from. And I was like, you came to the stand-up show? He goes, yeah, I dropped a ride off. I go, wait a second. Wait, this is where I got mad. This is where the shit gets funny. I go, hold the fuck on. You drive for Uber? He goes, yes, and Lyft. Then I went, then why the fuck am I driving you? He goes, I drove all day. I don't want to drive now. I was Ubering the Uber.
Nice. Love it.
But he was at the show.
He got tired. He wanted to hang out.
Listen, if he would have pulled me up for my OnlyFans, I would have probably had to pay him a fucking a refund because he probably would have been pissed. You have small pecker, give me money back, like that kind of thing.
9/16 of an inch.
Yeah, let's go being recognized. I mean, look, it was cool. I will give you that. It was cool. I was a little because like I'm working, you know what I mean? So like I really didn't want, but when he was like, "Oh, the comedy show," I was like, "Oh, that's pretty dope." So rough day when your Uber calls himself an Uber, right? Like, I mean, like shit. How bad was the fucking traffic? Like, you couldn't give me a fucking heads up. You're like,
I've been doing Uber all day. I
But
need to take a break.
But here's the worst part. This motherfucker left me $1. I'm like, bro, you drive Uber. Like, are you serious? Like, you son of a bitch. But you know what? It's okay. I made up for it later. He told me about like, I could give him a blowjob and like he'd give me a bottle of bourbon. And I was like, dude, you're fucking crazy. Like, I would never do that.
Cheers.
Cheers. But anyway, this bourbon's great. It's really a good bourbon. I gotta thank him for that. But anyway, I'm kidding. That was just a joke. No, but he did. I drove him back and it was like, holy shit. And he's like, the traffic's horrible today. The fares are terrible. And I'm like, yeah, and you're just another one in the fucking line. But it is what it is. Yeah, gee, it wasn't Saturday night.
Or you got more after. Who was the fourth?
No, so the fourth one was kind of like the cool one out of the whole thing, right? It was this art student downtown who had like a show opening. So I'm like, he's like, dude, you want to come into my show? And I'm like, I was an art student, so I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll come in and support you. Now, I'm Bud, if you're listening to this, I swear your art's amazing. No, it was good. It was not bad.
What kind of art?
Art is supposed to elicit a reaction. That's the whole point of art, right? Like it's just supposed to, whether it's a good reaction, a bad reaction, it's supposed to make you feel something. If it doesn't make you feel anything, like this mug doesn't make me feel anything. The shit inside of it's art that makes me feel really good. But that's
warm all inside.
Oh, it does, and tingly and a little bit horny, but it is a low hanging fruit there, but like the inside, I can appreciate his art. The outside, this is just a mug that is not real
like wood.
It looks like it, but it's just a metal mug, right? So, but art does. It tells a story. It has all this stuff.
So, what kind of art did he have?
It was 3D art, and it was all chicken wire. Everything was fucking chicken wire.
So everything was made out of chicken wire.
Silver chicken wire. His whole show was chicken wire. He did have a cool piece though, and I know I'm going to regret talking about this because G's in the chat, so I know this is about to come up here, right? So he's driving the Ubers, listening to saying this motherfucker. Listen, I hope he's in an Uber listening to it. But this chicken wire, right? I have chicken wire, my turn, right? So it was the best crafted item that he had. And it sat about like 10 feet tall. And I mean, this was a pretty girthy fucking thing, right? Like, I mean, we're talking about probably like a good 3.5 feet, right? In diameter. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, in my head, I'm going, this can't be what I think this is. This cannot be what I think this is. He made a fucking dick out of chicken.
Oh my God, was I right? For real?
You were 100% right. He had the ridge. He had a vein. He had the little skin, the little helmet. He had the whole fuck. Dude, I'm sitting at this. Now, I'm
Cara?
No, that was the chair just broke. That was cool. That was fun. Nice. That's another expense this week. But literally, I'm staring at this thing and I'm like, this can't be what I think this is, right?
We'll make it like,
yo, could you imagine those two things fucking? That would hurt. That would hurt. Shit would get snagged. Shit would get caught. Oh, it was circumcised, bro.
For sure.
Listen,
I can't believe I guessed that right. Why? Why would he do that?
I don't know.
Did he call it himself?
Well, no. So I'm looking at this thing, right? And I'm staring at it. And he comes over and he walks over to me and he goes, "You like it, huh?" And I'm like, "Don't, please pardon my ignorance, but what is this?" And he goes, and I swear to God, I swear to God. Okay, hold on. Let me do this the right way.
Okay. I'm nervous, guys. Oh, he had a hat, a beanie, of course. Those art students with their beanies. Let's go.
So, bro, like, let me tell you about this piece, okay? Like, this piece is really the inner part of my soul, okay? Like, it really just it jives with me, man. It tells me how I feel. And I'm looking at this guy like, I know you fucking lying. I was an art major. I know how you bullshit a bullshitter, right? Like,
Right.
listen, art class is 90% fluffing your way through it, right? And he's like, dude, just imagine like that vein that's going down the backside of it is like the road of like your life, man. And at the top is where you end up going, but you come from the balls. It's just cyclical, man. And I'm looking at this dude like, bro, what
No.
fucking acid are you on? And why
Right.
didn't you share this in the ride? Like, are you fucking for real? Like, just say you made a giant dick and you wanted to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, I mean, I'm over here looking like
Hey.
Breaking Benjamin and
You,
shit. You know what I mean? Like,
you do.
he's
Separate,
over
dude.
here telling me some fucking cockamamie shit like, bro, it's just like the inner part of my soul. I'm like, the inner part of my soul is a fucking pork dumpling, bro. Like, for real, like,
Right. That's
a fucking
crazy.
10-foot dick. A 10-foot, that, but it was the money.
I can't believe he didn't get in trouble for at school. But they used to do
What?
art
It's art.
naked all the time back in
I
the day.
used to do naked. I was a nude model in college. Like I sat there and let people draw me. It was
Hey.
listen. Let me tell you how great this was. $200. You got half a credit for half a semester. So if you did a whole semester, you got one college credit. You did two, you got the credit for that class.
Oh,
I didn't have to
nice.
go to the class. I just had to sit there baked out of my fucking skull like this with my balls hanging out. And I got all these chicks looking at it, drawing it like, yeah, how you
Yeah.
doing? All 9/16 of an inch, right? But I did get a lot of dates out of that. So you take it for what you believe it. But like
Hey.
it was fucking hilarious. A fucking huge cock. And I'm like, why? Why would you out of chicken wire? Like at
I
least
know.
paper
That's
mache it.
crazy.
At least like make it colorful. If you're gonna go through all the work of bending it. So dude's representation of his inner soul translates to him being a dick. Fact. Facts, Stephen. Facts. It was a cockamamie. It was cockamamie, let me tell you. But as I was leaving, I was like, I see price tags on these. He goes, yeah,
How
it's
much
all
do you
for
have it
sale.
going for?
Listen, you knew exactly where I was fucking going with this. So, like, I'm looking at another piece, one of his paintings, and I'm like, so how much does your stuff range from? And he's, because I, again, speak the lingo, right? I'm like, oh, what is your range of your artwork here from like your oils to your models, right? And he's like, well, all 3D models are over $500. I went, listen, you spent probably $16 on chicken wire from fucking Tractor Supply, maybe a roll of duct tape, maybe a roll of duct tape, and you how much? Right, exactly, Morgan. So I literally looked at him and I was like, $500 and up, right? Yeah, it wasn't doll hairs. It wasn't doll hairs. There was no hair on it. It was all metal. So I'm like, dude, how much? How much for the dick? And he goes, it's my inner soul. And I'm like, okay, I got it. The inner
Nice
soul. How
fish.
how much is the inner soul? He goes, well, it's priceless, bro. But let me tell you, I'll give you a good deal for it. It's $780.
For his
Listen,
chicken
I
wire
never
penis.
listen. That was 10 foot. I laughed so hard in this kid's face, I felt bad. I actually bought one of his fucking paintings. It's out in the living
No,
room.
you didn't.
I did, and it's right in the fucking trash. But
Let's go.
I probably should keep it. He's probably gonna be like Jasper Johns or some shit and become famous. But $750 for a raging fucking metal cock with holes in it.
Damn, son.
I bet you an OnlyFans girl will buy that and take that as a challenge. Bet.
Yes.
Bet.
He needs Jesus.
Oh, they need more than fucking Jesus. They're going to need a whole vagina after shoving that somewhere. Holy fuck. Brings a whole new meaning to shredder, right? Like, I mean, for fuck's sake. But yeah, so that was my last ride of the day, and I was like, fuck this, I'm out, right? I roll into Chipotle, I go get me a burrito, I'm headed out, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta run to this show. So I get in the car, I'm eating the burrito as I'm driving, I'm getting shit all over me. I'm like,
Wait, you got the burrito at the art show?
No, I left the art show. Chipotle was right next to
the
gallery.
Okay, gotcha. I was like, wait,
so no. Yeah, I cut to the burrito and driving to the comedy show. And I'm driving there and I'm like, fuck, what am I going to talk about tonight? I don't want to talk about the Uber stuff. I haven't rehearsed this shit. Like, this is off the cuff. What should I talk about? So my dumb ass, well, you know what? Here, fuck it. You know what? We're at 36 minutes. Let's go ahead. We're gonna share some shit. Let's get intimate. Y'all are gonna get to see Rare Cut. Now, don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me. But we're gonna go ahead and let me see. Can I pull this in this way? This was the first show I did, so don't come for me. But let me see if I can put this in.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like we just roasting niggas back in the goddamn day. Oh.
Okay, so before I do this, what's up, MJ? How you doing? Welcome in. You can get a sneak peek. So this is literally before we play this. This is the first comedy stand-up I ever done. This is me getting up on stage. Have not a fucking clue. Bear with the sound. It ain't great. I did it myself, holding it and filming it, and then like it's just, so we're gonna give you a sneak peek. Tell me what you think in the chat. Then we're gonna pull the daily contest. We'll kind of wrap it up. And Nicole, I want to hear if you have anything fun and exciting that you have coming up this week that we could talk about. But let's roll this fuckery. And I'm gonna drink while we're doing this, so enjoy. But just know that the guy who's talking is actually a famous comedian. I didn't fucking know. I called him Sinbad.
I love it so goddamn much. We're gonna bring up your next comedian of this evening. I like him so much. I'm trying to remember the name. Sorry, I already can see you off the peripheral. Please, this is his first time, and we all love people that do it the first time. Give it up for somebody who's doing it their first time. Yeah. Give it up for Joe the Bull Guy.
You want to talk about nerves? Right there.
Yeah. I didn't know he was a comedian.
You know, it's funny. I'm not. The best joke I got is my 9/16 inch of a pecker that I hold in my hand in the morning. But after following Sinbad over there, it's kind of hard. Look, come on. How was Shazam? I'm just asking. Okay. I mean, we had Dom DeLuise earlier. You know, I'm just throwing it out there. So I'm nervous as fuck. Let's just be realistic. I am just a fat bearded guy that goes on TikTok. Probably see me late at night. If not, it's okay. I do cocaine, you don't. Basically, at the end of the day, I just sit there. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, see, I'm already fucking up. Does that work better? There we go. Okay. Hi, how you doing? What's going on?
I got a question. What's your TikTok?
It's Joe the Bull Guy. Yeah. Yeah, it's a real original. Sorry about that. Look, I'm the fucking problem. I had a problem with the mic there. I had a problem with the mic here. Thanks, Nicole. Just for frame of reference, that chick is like 19. I don't think she's even like 20, right? Or 21. Yeah, I got it. I'm back. I promise. I swear. But she's like haranguing me about my TikTok name even after the show. But I'm a fucking billboard. Like, I have my shit on. Like, how do you not see Joe the Bull Guy down my arm? But
oh my god, you see that on your shorts too. That's cool.
I know, right? Like, and that one's even like close enough to my crotch. I'm kind of blowing myself.
Right by the 19th of 16th or 9th of 16th.
9/16. You got it, but I'm right there. It's almost like, how you doing? But anyway, you know, I got that nickname actually when I was working at Saddle Ridge down here in Southside. It seems that Mario hasn't changed a fucking bit at all. It's still a shithole from where I used to work. I'm kidding. I love it here. I do love it here. I used to love the big drinks here when I got here. But yeah, I used to run the Mechanical Bull at Saddle Ridge. And I don't know. We, as bartenders and working in the service industry, you make a lot of fucking money. A lot of fucking money. I mean, I wish I would have spent it on hookers and cocaine, but we all have our downtimes, right? So we get one night drunk, and we get this brilliant idea. Let's go to fucking, to the airport, and we're gonna go somewhere. We're just gonna book the next flight out. And we go to Texas, right? Oh, I look like I fit in, right? I'm a big fat bearded guy. I chew. I fucking eat pussy with chewing. How you doing? Like a retard on bath salts. But at the end of the day, I still have a small pecker. So everything is bigger in Texas. I'm not. I'm absolutely the fuck not. So we get to Texas. We go into this shitty bar. I'm getting fucking wrecked at this point. The lewds finally kick in. If you don't know what lewds are, go watch Wolf of Wall Street. I still had a lemon 720 in my pocket, and I'm like, this is the fucking time I'm gonna eat this. And I pop this bitch back, and I see the sign, and it says $40, ride the bull. So of course, I'm a fat guy. I'm like, here, I'm the fucking bull. Let's go. They're like, no, go out back. So I walk out. It's an actual fucking real bull. Now, I live in Pennsylvania now. I grew up in New York, right? So seeing a cow was the first time here, just like Midgetville, which we'll get into in a minute. But we get on this plane. We get down there. The sign's there. They hand me a helmet. And I'm like, fuck you. I don't need a helmet. Look at me. I'm a fucking fat guy. I got this. So inside, I'm like, no, this isn't going to fucking work. So now I'm holding on for dear fucking life to this fucking animal that's got a pin in its balls. And I'd be pissed too, right? So it's kind of like dating a vegan liberal. I made that mistake twice. But so we're sitting there. I get my turn. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get the fuck on this thing. And I make it 8.3 seconds, right? Like fucking ecstatic. And I'm at the highlight of my moment, and I get thrown off and kicked in the fucking mouth. Three Teeth live in Texas. I got the nickname Joe the Bull Guy, and that's where it came from. So, got drunk one night, got on TikTok. It was a great time, right? I'm sitting there. I don't even fucking know what I'm doing. I'm looking at my phone, and I go live. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why is this guy calling me a pedophile? Who the fuck is this? What the fuck? I didn't say that. Okay, first of all, I didn't want that on the podcast, that little phrasing, but we'll let it roll. That's why I tried to mute it. Sorry. But you can kind of figure out what they called me. Listen to the goddamn phone. And of course, I'm the older generation, right? Like, I'm not good with this tech shit. The best thing I got is loading Windows 95, the porn across in one square at a time, right? So, yeah, right. You remember that shit? Okay, I got you. So I got just like one more little spot. But I moved here from New York, right? So I'm not used to this podunk shit. I really am not, but I'm not acclimated to it. And my buddies in high school thought it was a great idea to bring me to West Virginia drunk. Not the smartest thing. So we get into this town, it's called Midgetville. Well, I had no fucking idea about this. They lied to me. They're like, look, these are these little teeny homes, and they're for those big mansions all the way up on the hill. So me, I'm a fat guy. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm gonna get on the top of the roof, and I'm gonna play King Kong. I always wanted to be a strong motherfucker, and I kicked the fucking chimney over. And I'm like, this makes no sense. Like, all of a sudden, these little people from the Lollipop Guild come out. And I'm looking, hi, how you doing? Oh, fuck. Next thing I know, the cops show up. But they're full size. And of course, my dumb ass says it, right? So I look at them and I'm like, holy fuck, you're tall. Why are you guarding them? And they look at me and go, you're never allowed back here again. And that's why I'm not allowed in West Virginia, which is... And there you go. That last piece we're not going to put, but
look how amazing he is.
So that was the first time I was up on live or on live on stage, and I was fucking nervous. I was shitting a brick. I was shaking.
You did a good job, Joe. Really.
Yeah. No. Look, Morgan. I'm not even kidding. That's
they
a
look
true,
like little people, but then
but it's a true story. Okay, so no shit, these homes were actual community homes that and they looked identical to these mansions up on the fucking hill. So as a drunk dumbass, as as a kid, young, dumb, and full of what, I'm like looking at it like, okay, and these people come out pissed, and the cops show up in they were in a golf cart.
Get your legs.
They were in a golf cart.
Wow.
They were full-size cops in a golf cart to show up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is this fucking for real?
Oh my god, it's so funny.
$5,000 later, we fixed the chimney, and I haven't been back since. But it was hysterical. Next time, tan your legs, bro. Listen, look, I am in Pennsylvania. This is the typical Pennsylvania shit. Okay, it was snowing that night. It was coming down like a motherfucker. I almost didn't go because of the weather, and I was like, if I don't go, I'm never gonna go. So I went. And yeah, it was bad. Disturbing them golfers. Yeah, 100%. Listen, my chicken legs leave alone. Okay. I got a tattoo back there that says fuck. No, I'm kidding. But no, it was a good time. And that's the show he saw me at, that Uber ride. And kept asking me, Habibi, I see you. I see you. Heard the guy chuckling. He was the guy sitting next to the phone, come to find out.
Oh, no.
So he's the one who turned the phone so it would get me when I walked off camera. But but it was definitely interesting. Hopefully TikTok doesn't see that, because the next part of this, if you guys don't know, we won Road to the Stream House. We won Road to the Stream House, not me. We won.
Did you guys hear that?
House. So we definitely did, man. And I got a flight, hotel, and I'm going to TikTok, and we meet in the CEO. That's what it said on the paperwork, was the CEO, and then there's apparently something to do with the house. I don't know what that is yet. Maybe I get to go stay at the I have not a fucking clue, but as I find out more, I'll let you know. We have another show in Pittsburgh on Monday. I know I'm jumping all over the place. For the comedy, it's over at Rogue Barbecue down in Homestead, and then we have another one that is over on Mario's in the South Side again, which is seeming to be my little home away from home on Wednesday night. So sorry for not dropping a podcast this Wednesday. Sure. Oh, it's yeah.
He's worked really hard, and he deserves it. Everything that's coming.
Dude, G, you ain't lying, man. Like, look, here's the thing. They always said hoes don't get cold, right?
We do. I was one time in my life.
I don't, man. I don't. The quote, a funny guy, pitter patter, let's get at her. Listen, I can't wait. Like, do they realize that they just invited a wolf in sheep's clothing to this fucking place? Like, I've been on this app for 6 years. It takes 45 minutes to go through my ban. Like, every time I've gotten banned, it takes 45 minutes of scrolling to go through it. We're going to fuck some shit up, but we're going to have fun doing it. I might not have a TikTok account afterwards, so please make sure you click subscribe and share out the podcast. Nicole, I want to hear what you're doing this upcoming week.
Really, we don't have, I mean, we have booths coming up soon. We're going to start selling Girl Scout cookies every weekend, and then we're going, well, ski club was canceled tonight, so we'll probably be doing it next week. We have, ski club next Friday. So, but other than that, nothing, just like routine, like work, school, life in general. But we do have ski club, and then our booths start in mid-February. So I'm excited for that. And we will be doing them at the Dispos.
Wait a second. Hold on
make
now.
Some money.
Listen, I know this is a great business strategy. We kind of talked about this the other time.
But
I'm going to call them my little drug dealers.
Both my daughters do too.
I'm calling them my little drug dealers, because I'll tell you, my little diabetes dealers. How about that? We'll call them that instead of the drugs. We'll call them diabetes dealers, because I'm telling you, my sister was a Girl Scout. My mom was the troop leader, right? So, and I was a Boy Scout. So this is kind of like a big deal for me. So what we're going to do, guys, you're all in here, you guys listening, watching, tapping, sharing over on Twitch. I see some of y'all. We're going to put the link in the bio here for Nicole's kids troop. So if you need some little diabetes shit,
I'll have to copy and paste it. We'll have to do that.
Hit up your dealer, yo. We'll do that right after the show.
Yeah.
We'll have that link posted by tomorrow night, the latest for you.
Yes.
So you could go get your little diabetes fix. But
yeah, and they'll go shipped right to your house. You just have to pay the shipping.
Oh, there you go.
You'd still be supporting us, of course.
Well, wait a second. Then that means that this is year round, then, right?
Well, no, we do it for so long. Like I've already turned in my order for like the local people, but we still have the online going until I think next month.
Oh, so you can't just
So
order these cookies year round, or you can, you just can't get credit for the troop.
no. There's only a certain amount of time. It usually happens right after Christmas, and then it's done by spring.
See, they're fucking up. You
Yeah.
better, you know what? You should talk to your dead mother. You should
Right.
talk to them
I
and be
will.
like,
It's
listen.
actually somebody that's in my chat all the time seeing salmon, but yes, I should talk to her about it.
I mean, think about it. If you could do this year round, listen. You first of all, you go outside of them little dispos, which I know, okay, whatever. They come out, they're like, oh, I'm gonna get the munch. Y'all, look at the cookies right
Girl
here,
Scout
y'all.
cookies.
Right. Tagalongs are my little fucking things. What do you
I like
do
the
they
thin
still
ones.
call? I guess they're still called Girl Scouts. Well, they're back now.
Yes, we're still called Girl Scouts, but then there's like different levels of Girl Scouts. Like my daughter's a cadet, so she's already bridged 3 times. So there's like daisies, brownies, juniors, cadets, ambassadors. My daughter's a cadet. Girl
I
Scout.
can't. Psst, you want some Samoas? I got the Thin Mints.
Yes, let's go.
Why is Cheeseburger Eddie from The Longest Yard coming to mind? You know that guy, a huge ass motherfucker in The Longest Yard remake. I got I'll make you. I just got fries. That was good. That was good. Oh my god. But anyway, no, she's a snow bunny. Don't let her lie to you. She's got Barbie doll pink everything.
Yes, I do.
That's what I want that for next podcast for Friday. After you go, because you're on ski trip,
I go to ski club too. Yes.
Listen, y'all throw something in the chat. Thumbs up, yeah, whatever. If you want to see Nicole in her getup skiing, just a picture of her with her fucking little goggles and shit. I want to see this.
I have it all. I saved up money for like a month, and I bought all new gear. But it's so much fun.
I mean,
I
think
love
about
skiing.
it.
It's such an adrenaline rush for me, especially with like my past.
Look, I loved snowboarding. A car accident yeeted me out of that bullshit. I loved it though.
And it's like a good bonding experience for me and the kids, especially when there was, that absence for a while. So it's nice that I participate in everything. Like I participate with the Girl Scouts, even though I have a trouble. Like I can't actually be a Girl Scout troop leader, but I still I'm there every time. And then, I'm there at ski club. It's just, it's been a good experience and good memories.
Snow Bunny does have a dual meaning, but the one we're talking about is kind of like a bad.
I'm definitely not a Snow Bunny anymore.
She's fucking.
Just that.
Nope, out the door. I fucking can't. I fucking can't. Some of this shit that you say, I swear to Jesus, it's like Robin from fucking. She's an ex Snow Bunny. That's a great way. She's a non-binary Snow Bunny. There we go. I said it, non-binary. Oh my goodness. She doesn't identify as one, but she identifies as the other. But sometimes
I do identify as
she only identifies as one. That's great. That's fucking great. So we're gonna wrap this up tonight. We dropped some news about TikTok. Oh no. Okay.
You gotta do your thing, yes.
Here's what we're gonna do. Let's see the most common. So we got Morgan, G, and MJ. I see you guys were the last three that commented. Oh, Steven. Okay, so Steven, pick a row or pick a column. One, 2, or 3. So there's video proof of this shit. We're gonna loop it in with.
I think he's still here. Steven, are you here?
Paging Steven, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine. Okay. Yeah. Steven, we'll come back to you. G, pick column 1, 2, or 3. Bueller. Is no one gonna?
Hello?
2. Okay. So we got column 2. Morgan. Pick 1 through 18. Now, y'all saw this, right? Y'all saw this. G
One.
picked column 2. Morgan picked number 1. Y'all see what that says?
G. Morin is the winner.
G, listen, bud.
Let's go, G.
And y'all saw that, right? Like this was not
Yes,
planned.
yes.
This was not.
Yes.
Y'all
Row
could see.
2.
Oh, shit! I almost
One.
knocked over the microphone. G, do me a favor. Shit, there's an email. There's the email on here, bud. Okay, you'll see it like scrolling. I think I'll have it pop up next. Do me a favor, G. Send me your actual name, full name, in the email. It only goes to me. No one else gets it. And I will pass that along to Jayco Drip. What will happen is you will go into I'll give you the directions. Okay. I'll give you the directions on how to do it. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to reach out to them. They're going to go ahead and get all your shipping information and all that stuff. What you want is go to the store, my Joe the Bull Guy store. You can get a podcast hoodie. You can get any of the collection that's in there. Go pick an item out and it's shipped to you for free. That's it. No strings attached. You were there. You supported all through the month of January. You made it to the board. A lot of people did. Congratulations to everybody who made the board. G, you get to pick out your Joe the Bull Guy stuff and it gets shipped to you, no cost. So we're going to start the February one on Tiki Talk. We're going to be doing that starting afterwards, just so that the rules are here before anybody says I never said them. To make the board automatically, it's 5K or more, right? That you automatically get written on the board. Every 5K, you get your name as an entry on the board. If you look at it, Jackie gave a lion. She got 5K from that line. Each 5K, she got her name added on. Yeah, just email the podcast email that's scrolling right down here with your name, bud. The full name. Okay, this way I can give it to them so they can see it when the order comes through, and they can make sure that it doesn't call. I'll reach out to you via communication that way, and then we'll go from there, G. Okay. But yeah, do it through that way because then I just forward them the email and they have it and whatnot. So 5K gets you on the board automatically. If you're in the chat and we win, we have to win though. That's the deal. The highest gifter of that round goes on the daily sheet. At the end of the night, the person with the most names on the daily sheet gets added to the board. If you're in there the entire night, okay, and you're one of those special people that have been there all night helping me out, hanging out, I randomly throw some people on that. So it's a good time. Hang out, tap the screen, flick the bean. You know the deal. We're wrapping this shit up so we can go back on and grind on TikTok. And I think we're going to go do the music battles again. So we're going to be battling and guess that tune. So we're going to be doing a bunch of ADHD, some shit. Other than that, yeah. So other than that, I appreciate you all. Remember, it's okay not to be okay. And you all are fucking amazing, each and every one of you. And tomorrow's a better day with you in it. Yes. And we want to see you here. We don't have a badass affirmation of the day, but here's what I'm going to tell you, and I'll leave you with this final thought. Did you just throw your head back? You got it.
Because I can just hear.
Go ahead. Go.
Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you later.
See you, Nicole. Have a good night. Final thought of this. Okay. Here's the badass affirmation of the day. You're fucking worthy, and I'm proud of you. So pull up your fucking pants, put your chin up, and go walk out that fucking door and conquer today. Because you fucking matter and you're amazing at it. And that's all I got to say to y'all. So have a happy fucking night. Welcome to February, right? 2025. Who thought that was coming? And Groundhog's Day is on Sunday. So watch that little fucking rat come out of the hole and tell us that we got, fucking snow for another day. G, thank you for sending that email. Love your faces. See y'all on Tiki Talk. And make sure you follow on all platforms. Joe the Bull Guy. Follow us and like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Carl, end the fucking show, God damn it. Nicole already left. Don't fucking sass me in a comment section, you jackass.